In the bottom right, starting location, we have our Zerg player who's up 1 game. He is
Azubu Sleep.
And in the bottom left, we have our Terran player who wowed us all with that cool battlecruiser strat. What will he do this time? He is
CJN2's Bbyong.
I'm like really excited, Tasteless. What is he gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, guess we'll just sit here and wait.
It's all we can do, Artosis.
Be back in 3 minutes, guys.
Gonna go get a soda pop at the machine.
I'm gonna go down and be angry there's no cheese pizza.
You know, when you were in the when you went to the restroom on the commercial break, I was offered some pizza.
Yeah?
I didn't take it. No.
No. Still full. I'm actually not hungry at all. I just like to whine. Pity me.
That's really where I get off, is people's pity. I'm so pathetic. So, Artosis.
Yes.
Have we thought of anything that's as dumb as dog ears yet? Anything, any way people talk are weird.
Astrology?
Oh yeah, that stuff's dumb. But yeah. You're a Leo, you would totally say that. So.
I'm not, I'm an Aries.
Actually, I'm a Leo.
Yeah, I know you're a Leo.
You could tell, right? I'm kind of vain. You know?
Yeah. No, it pretty much fits you. You're the argument that it's all true.
Yeah.
How about the zodiac calendar?
How about that?
I think I'm year of the pig or something.
I'm a rat.
Apparently everyone that was born the same year as me, which is a whole ton of people, we all have the same traits. It's really weird.
But it makes sense.
I didn't know that.
You know,
it was weird that I didn't really get along with anyone in school.
It was
because we all had the same traits. We should have all been friends, right?
Right. Well, you know, yeah. For me, I was really hoping to, you know, go into the stock market because it'd be really, you know, easy to figure out people's spending habits based off their ages,
right?
And you know, all this stuff, and you know.
Well, it's just you can't quite put it together. You're not good at that.
I'm not quite the master.
Just like the daily horoscope told me. Your friend wants to take a new job. Tell him.
That's
no.
actually like if you go on a date with a girl, and like they ask you what your sign is, it's like you book it out of there.
My sign. Give her the finger and turn around.
That's like the freakiest thing. I'm like, wait, seriously? Are you seriously going to tell me you're a Scorpio and then talk about that?
Like, well, I'm year of the pig and dog ears. She's like, oh, wow.
Oh, God, you're so funny today. I'm year of the pig and dog ears. You are hilarious.
Just for you, Tasteless.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, we have the command center here.
Very quick speed.
Yep.
From Sleep.
This
Pretty
is
standard from Bbyong.
This is a massive map, but structurally it's totally different from Whirlwind.
Yeah, it's
totally different.
Yeah, it's pretty different. I love the little bridges at the top and bottom.
Yeah, I think that's actually great.
Pretty quick starport here from Bbyong. Oh my god. Is he going to go for it again? Is he going to go for the same strat? Oh, do the same strat, Bbyong. Do it.
Please do the same strat.
Do it for me, Bbyong.
You know what?
I don't even care if you drop out.
Out of all the maps...
I don't care if I never see you again. Just do the species strat.
He could actually, if he really wanted to, hide the fusion core like somewhere like at the top center.
Yeah, he could. He could.
Like, I mean,
yeah, no, that would be a smart place to put it, like top center-ish.
Yeah.
He still has time to figure out if this is what he's going to do. We don't actually know that he's going to do that yet.
Please do the
with the Senga gas and a lot of Lings in the way, I think it's actually because I told you he would either do the Ling Bane all in, or he would go for
well, the Ling Bane all in
Overlord speed again.
Yeah, the Ling Bane all in is probably the best counter to this strategy. Because he's trying to crank out a Banshee, which cannot kill tons of Lings fast.
Once it is out, it'll put a clock on those Banes, which is nice.
That's
you know, he's non-stop on the Hellions. I'm actually starting to think, you know what? I think he's going to be able to probably hold this off. Well, he has to be careful, because if he loses all these, that's real big trouble. Now notice, he's right now Sleep is trying to show him not too many lings. He's got to be careful if he loses all those drones.
Okay, or if he loses all these Hellions instead.
So that's kind of an issue. It's slowing down the push slightly too, but he sees the Baneling Nest, which is super important.
Okay, the Lings are now en route right now. 6 more being made, so he is committed to this attack. We have the Banshee headed towards the main, it looks like. Hellions not detecting what's actually about to happen. In fact, he's checking in the wrong location. He does know what's going on, but he's not looking in the right spot.
Yeah, his Banshee actually completely off. Now these Hellions will finish off these Lings pretty quickly.
Whoa,
but
right click much.
The attack is over on the other side, Tasis. Well, let's see how much damage this can get done. He's actually sitting on top of his hill, has a bunker up there. Oh, I think Bbyong might be ready.
All right, here come the Banelings now. All right. Whoa, what is he doing? Yeah, he should just go for these SCVs, exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What?
That's pretty... What?
Okay,
Yeah,
what? I mean, I knew they were going to do a lot of damage. I didn't know it was going to be that brutal.
Well, it looks like he was just trying so hard to deal damage on the other side. In fact, Sleep has killed 19 SCVs, but Bbyong has gotten 11 drones. That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
24 SCVs left against 32 drones.
He's getting a Spore Crawler now, too, so it looks like Sleep's going into a defensive posture.
Yeah, he's got to get some of that detection up. The Banshees are actually still being produced at the moment, and no doubt Bbyong wants to do some additional damage after losing that many SCVs. That, you know, he wasn't looking as natural when those Banelings ran in, and that was an issue. If he had, like, evacuated immediately or something, maybe it's okay, but we saw what happened when someone tried to evacuate before. If you have to close the wall to make sure Lings don't get in, it gets very difficult.
Okay, gets the bunker down. Once again, opening up that entrance. Some sloppy plays here from these two guys. Okay, now the Banshees are going to come in here, and this could take out a lot of drones. They can just avoid the Spore Crawler and go around from basically any angle and continue to dish out damage.
And that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Trying to get the Queen there, does get behind the Spore, though. And just going to keep on drone hunting overall.
Yeah, he needs to get more of these Queens out here.
Ooh, almost. Whoa. Nice transfuse.
All right, now pushing back these drones.
And we have 2 armory stasis, so this is the really old style of mech that we saw from MVP, where it's very Banshee heavy, a lot of Hellions, and as long as there's a Spire that goes up, we'll probably see some Thors made.
All right, we kind of a variation of the Karn build here.
Yeah.
Now we have the Hellions now coming back here, continuing to chase down that Queen. And, you know, he's right on the edge here. He might be able to just barely do enough damage that it will wipe out this base over here.
Yeah, there is that possibility. You know, he's dealt a lot of damage to those Queens. His Banshees are getting low, though, which is an issue.
He cannot afford to lose those Banshees. That's too bad.
Now, he's trying so hard to deal the damage over here. And actually, it's working out, too. He's killed quite a few Queens, and he's going to kill these drones off. Wow, this is a lot of damage stacking up from Bbyong.
You know what? I think he's going to take the 3rd base.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't see anything really here from Sleep. I'm looking around, and yeah, he's just now started to Spire. So mutas are not going to come into play for a while.
Well, yeah, by the time the mutas are out, he's going to be able to be pumping out Thors that have like 1/1 upgrades, and the mutas aren't going to be able to engage very easily. You have to have a ton of mutas to be able to actually fight off Thors.
Of course, this is a 3rd base that's not been mining for a while now. So it's not even like he's able to get some of the benefits of this 3rd base while it's still up.
He's killed a critical amount of drones as well. Killed a lot of Queens off. He's forcing you to make nothing but Lings that just keep dying. You can see it reflected in the supply. It's a 20 supply lead right now for Bbyong.
Yeah, and I mean, Bbyong taking the 3rd here, that hatchery solo. In fact, it would be ill-advised to even send drones to that base right now.
You got to be careful. If he kept making a lot of Hellions and brings them out again, that's going to be tough to keep those drones alive. But he's making a lot of Queens, and that should be able to help out some at least.
Okay, mech it is.
Couple more
Thors and Hellions going to be cranked out right now. I think actually he should just be able to run over the Zerg with this, you know?
Yeah, you know, I think he's going to try to secure that base and eventually push forward. You know, the one problem I have here is Sleep has no idea that this is mech at all. He's making a Baneling nest. He is making 11 mutas, which is fine. You can make the first clump of mutas because they are still going to be useful against mech. Quite useful a lot of the time. But he has no idea that it's actually mech he's up against. He's not getting any of the tech that's really going to help him, whether it's going to be a Roach Warren or Infestation Pit, just something that isn't so soft as Zerglings.
Okay, mutas are out. Will he cloak in time? You got to be watching. Okay, he loses only one. That was close, actually.
Well, now he knows that at least those are on the way. So the Thors and missile turrets can be made. It had started to already. And look at that, really nice missile turret right.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the mutas to get in there. In fact, if he does try to get in there, he may end up getting trapped. Oh, no, one of these Thor volleys could do a lot.
And
not too much, actually.
I think he's pretty sure it's mech now.
You call it a hunch.
Yeah. It's like, well, a lot of Banshees, missile turrets, Thor, extra factory. What is this? Are you going Thor Marine? No.
I love the, I told you about this a while ago. We had a mutual friend of ours, Dan and I have out here, or had out here in Korea. He's moved back to the States, but he doesn't watch Starcraft, so he came to an event, and he doesn't play any Starcraft, doesn't know anything about it, and I'm asking him on the commercial break, I'm like, so, like, what did you think of the game? Does this, like, make much sense to you? And he's like, you know, I really like that part where the robot, the really big robot, managed to kill that big thing that was running on all fours. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, like, he's talking about the Thor.
What was the unit it was killing?
It was an Ultralisk.
Oh, okay.
The way he described it was, like, just so...
Yeah. No, I remember this.
It's so funny, yeah.
What a noob.
What a noob,
Thank
man.
God he went home.
Thank God he's gone.
Here we go.
So, we got this push coming out here. Now, this is very tough to deal with, especially because of what unit comp Zerg opted to get here.
And, you know, as funny as it is, against this many Hellbats and Hellions, that Baneling speed upgrade is going to come in real handy if it finishes in time.
Yep.
He's really got to eliminate that. There's no Siege Tanks or Widow Mines to really stop them. Just the Banshee's huge damage output.
Don't forget this hatchery's really low, so... well, hold that thought. Here comes the engagement. He's going to turn Magic Box over these mutas.
And
over these Thors, excuse me.
He gets that first
There's
one.
a lot of Thors out here, though.
And he's got a decent amount of mutas, though. He's starting to really pick them off. Now, we do have more reinforcements coming up, but the mutas are something that can end up winning this whole engagement if he gets rid of the Thors. It's just, I'm not sure he's going to be able to.
Does he not have his SCDs there anymore?
No, they all died to the initial Baneling hits. But you know what? He's going to just kill off the 3 Thors. He's making more mutas, so he will eventually kill this army off. But the army did do a lot of damage, and he's macroing heavily behind it.
Yeah, so nice. Well, I don't want to say save because that base was destroyed, but you know, you got to hand it to Sleep. He's doing a good job putting up a good fight.
Well, looks like these Banshees going to be taken out. That's a unit that's going to be hard to replace in those numbers. Hellbats
okay, so
going after the extractor.
I know, right? Now pushing forward towards this base over here. He needs to pull the drones, and he does just in time. Those Hellbats are not particularly nimble up.
Yeah, not particularly quick either.
Yeah, and
attacking with their blue flame candlestick.
I was trying to think of something like that.
Yeah.
Well, he's driven him back out here, and you know, I gotta actually ask you: is this as good as I think it used to be against Zerg?
This style?
Because like Zerg actually, to the Zerg's credit, did actually hold off that attack that I was fairly certain was going to do a lot more damage. And the Zerg is going to get the 4th base up here.
I think the surprise of it and the fact that people haven't practiced against this recently are 2 huge factors for why this is kind of working out for Bbyong. You know, I think overall, if this became... Wow.
Big mistake there.
Yeah. But I think overall, if this became popular again, this style, I think it would go away after a little bit. I think Zergs would figure this out, know how to beat this, and wouldn't have too big of a problem. It's like, I don't think that the things that Terran gained from Heart of the Swarm are as good as against Zerg, are as good as the things Zerg gained against Terran in a situation with this strategy.
Well, Terran is almost maxed out now, and when that max out does occur, he is going to push.
Yeah.
Roaches are going to come in pretty handy here, and if any mutants can actually pick off anything extra this army, that is a lot of Thors, man.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot of siege tanks with +3 very shortly.
Yeah.
Roach is going to have a hard time against this, and it looks like he's actually going to go for a counterattack.
That could be effective.
Yeah, we'll see how many units are actually up to home. I feel like Bbyong is going to have like 6 siege tanks at home and maybe a couple Thors and just hold it while he kills off all these bases. Well, there the Roaches go. By the way, those Roaches do not have Roach speed. Your eyes are not fooling you. That's going to be pretty hard to close against siege tanks.
As you can see now, he's attacking up in here. Okay, Terran should just win this.
It seems that way, but you know what? The Muta's starting to take out these siege tanks. The Roach is going to get up the ramp.
No, that's it. GG.
Try to make it exciting.
Sorry.
Doesn't work.
All right, we're going to go to our final match.
Yeah, this is it. This is for all the candy tasteless.
Yeah, in the round of 16.
One player's getting a trick, the other's getting a treat.
Man, well, Bbyong, it's kind of funny because Bbyong's been playing some solid games with Terran, but even TBT, I should say, excuse me, but the TVZs, he's got all these weird, almost gimmicky builds he's throwing out.
Yeah, what is with that? That's
What's
really
going on
odd.
with that?
Well, you know what? That just makes it more exciting. I want to see that BC build again.
I would love to have that BC build again.
Derelict Watcher? We could see it there. Why not?
We may see him do the same, because he's always opening to the same similar starting point.
Yeah.
Getting a Banshee out, and
Hellions,
then he
Banshee.
switches into whatever it is he wants to switch into. So,
well, it's smart to show more than one build with that opening, but now can he decide what to do from there? Will he do that same thing? I don't think he's going to proxy Rax. Sleep has been so good with drone scouting. Yeah, let's see. You know what? This is hard to take a third base on. Let's see the BC rush.
I want that BC rush. I want to know what that is all hinged on, how it works, and if we're going to see other players follow suit.
That would be amazing.
The Derelict Watcher is loading up. So get out there, guys. Tell your friends to tune in right now before it's too late. This is the last game of today here on the birthday, year 3 here of the GSL, man. Crazy.